Welcome to RX Muscle's Road to the Arnold Classic 2017, brought to you by Quest Nutrition. Visit questnutrition.com. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today's guest is IFBB Men's Physique Pro, one of the most controversial men in the men's physique division, our good friend, Andre Ferguson.
Guys, what's going on?
Hey. Now, I call you the most controversial guy in men's physique because you're not afraid to say what's on your mind, and you're very, very confident in your abilities.
But Dave, this is the thing though, Dave. What am I not supposed to be confident in my abilities? I don't get it. I don't get what people expect me to do.
You had a little run-in with Jason Poston before that. I think it was before the Arnold Classic last year. You were calling him out a little bit, and
it was before the Olympia.
Before the Olympia, yeah.
I'm past all that stuff already.
All right. So let's not talk about it. Let's talk about positive stuff. 2016 was a tremendous year for you. You started the year off with the win at the Karina Nascimento show. You were fifth at last year's Arnold. You placed second at New York Pro. You were first in Baltimore, first in Tampa, and then obviously you finished the year off with the fifth place Olympia. You predicted to me, you said you would get better. You said as the year went on, I'm going to get better and better and better because I'm just really getting into this now. How much better will you be from last year to this year? That's what we want to know.
I have a completely different physique I'm bringing to the Arnold than I brought to the Olympia. If the Olympia was 7-8, I'm coming with a 10 to the Arnold. Come with a 10, Dave. Dave, you told me. You said, dude, you might get overlooked. Even though you place good, you might get overlooked because you're not nailing it yet. And we tweaked a couple things, and I think we're on the right track this time, Dave.
Well, you got the tool set, that's for sure. We know that you got the tools to pretty much go as far as you want in this division. You have the longevity. You seem to be able to continue dieting throughout the year and you get better, whereas most guys fall apart. I don't know how you do it, but you do. How do you keep that mental? Is it mental toughness?
Yeah, but Dave, I'm just always in shape. Like, this is what I do. Like, I'm gonna eat right. Like, I don't get it twisted, man. I like pizza, donuts, and ice cream just like everybody else. But for the most part, I'm going to stay on diet. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to do my cardio every single day. During my off season, I did the cardio every day. I actually walked around in the off season lighter than I walk around on stage.
People are talking about guys like Brandon Hendrickson, who obviously won the Arnold last year. They're talking about, the guys in the division who were at the top of the Olympia level. Now, you were fifth, so I have to consider you up there as well. Your name hasn't come up as much as I think it should have been. Do you feel disrespected at all?
Nah, it's not disrespect, Dave. It's just like sometimes you get overlooked. But is fifth in the world really being overlooked? It might be a little bit, but it's not disrespect, Dave. Like, I don't judge the shows. All I can do is show up and control what I control. Like that. I think I'll get my due, Dave. It's just paying the dues, man. I think I'll get there.
Can you beat George Brown? Can you beat Ryan Terry?
I beat George Brown at the Olympia. That's my guy, too. Right. Shout out to George Brown.
What about Ryan Terry? Ryan Terry finished second at the Olympia this year. Can you take him out at the Arnold?
Yeah, I think I just got to match his condition. Like, the guy, like, he had me on the condition at the Olympia. I'm not going to lie. Like, right. I'm honest, Dave. Like, when I answer these questions and people think I'm overconfident, I'm just honest, Dave. So if I think somebody looked better than me, I'm going to say that part too.
Conditioning-wise, be honest with us. You got 2 weeks to go. Will we see the best Andre Ferguson at this show?
By far, dude. And it's cliche to say that, but by far.
Right, because everyone says that. Everyone says it's the best I'm going to ever look,
I look better right now today than I looked at the Olympia.
Let me see the abs. Show me the abs. Kneel down a little bit. Squat down a little bit.
Hold
on. Okay.
We'll just. Oh, here we go.
We got that window behind you. It's killing us. You're pretty tight. I got to tell you. No one else does that either.
Pretty damn tight, bro. Like I'm not afraid to show everyone what I got. Like, people hide on the gram. Like, people hide on Instagram. They don't like to show themselves too much but look, Dave, this is what I don't get, right? If you don't show yourself, right, do you think it's because people are going to catch up? Do you think people are working less hard or more hard because you're not showing yourself? Right. Listen, at the top, everyone's working just as hard, Dave. I can show you myself. What does that mean? Like, I post on Instagram every day what I look like, Dave. Damn near.
I'll tell you how I know you. You know how I know you're in shape? I know you're in shape because I can see your face. Usually you got the
My
puffy
face
cheeks.
is
You don't have those puffy little kid cheeks anymore. You got the sunken in face. I know you've been suffering.
dude.
I can
All
see
I
it.
can do is laugh, Dave. All I can do is laugh, man, because dude, the last 2 days they've been rough, bro. Like, it's been rough.
Who helps you with your diet?
Um, at Omar 33, Omar V33, Omar Ventura, West Coast, San Jose. He does all my dieting.
Okay. And you trust him?
Dieting, posing. Yeah, what do I? Dieting, posing. He does all my workout schedules. Dave, he's made the most men's physique pros the last 2 years running. He made 11 pros last year.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question.
Like, it's easy to trust him.
Yeah. Johnny's showing some pictures of you on from Instagram that look amazing. You've got some bodybuilding shots you're doing here that you probably could do classic physique. It's so great.
No classic physique, Dave. I'm going to the open if I switch from here.
All right. Are you really? Wow, that's a huge announcement.
I'll sit down. I'll sit down and take the time. I'll sit down and take. Dave, I love bodybuilding, dude. I love bodybuilding. First time you ever saw me, you looked at me and said, "Dude, you're a 212 guy." Yeah. But I think I'm a little too tall for 212. I'm 5'9", and Flex Lewis is only like 5'6", so I can't get the same girth he has.
Right. So are you going to take off time to do this, or are you going to do this while you're competing in men's physique?
No. Like, if right now I'm men's physique all the way, Dave. Okay. Right now, like I'm not even thinking about the open right now. But if I do leave this division,
right,
I'm not doing class. I'm not doing classic. I'll sit down for a year. Look, you got people like what Kevin Levrone put on. How much weight did he put on in that little bit of time?
Yeah, a lot.
And he's like, and the guy's like 60. I'm a hyper gainer. I'm in my prime. Like, I'm in my prime right now. Yo, Dave, all I do is machines in the gym. I do not touch any. The only flat bars I touch are bent over rows and rack pulls. And the only dumbbells I touch are on lateral raises. Besides that, everything is machines.
Why is that? Why don't you do any free weights?
Because I'll grow too big. I'll outgrow the division real quick.
Oh, you will? Oh, so you're holding yourself back is what you're telling me.
Oh, yeah. But that's cool, though. That's fine. I don't look at it as a bad thing.
Let me ask you a controversial question, because I'm sure you were following the online saga of Rich Piana versus Mack Truck, the whole fiasco that happened at the LA Fit Expo. Were you following that whole story?
Yeah, and I caught a little bit of it.
Okay. Now you were a street guy. You grew up on the streets. It seems like the street credibility aspect of bodybuilding has become very important lately. It seems like Rich Piana has a huge following. He's got this hardcore following. Mack Truck's got a following. CT Fletcher's got a following. Why all of a sudden are the street guys so interested in bodybuilding and working out?
Honestly, I don't think it has nothing to do with it. Like, who cares? Like, that's how I look at it. Who cares? Listen, if you're about that, you're about that. If you're not, you're not. But this is the problem, Dave. When people try to say things to you and they're really not about that,
right?
The people that are about that, they're gonna check you.
Yeah. So
it's like, if you're not about that, I tell people, if you're not about that, just leave it alone, man. Just leave it alone. Like, you're not about that, leave it alone. Right. And even me, Dave, Dave, you know me, Dave. I'm not an asshole. Like, I'm really not. I'm pretty a nice guy. But like, if someone's trying to belittle me, like the whole Jason Poston thing, right? The guy was trying to belittle me, bro.
Yeah.
And that's why I had to look. I'm not no punk. You're not gonna punk me, Dave. Like, you're not gonna. I don't care. You're not gonna punk me, bro. Right. And that's all it really was. Listen, Dave. I'm gonna stand up for myself every time, bro. My mom didn't raise a punk. Right.
Okay.
That's it. Like, I'm not trying to be a tough guy, Dave. But at the end of the day, it's like, dude, don't try to belittle me.
Right. So as a former guy who was a tough guy, okay, and you are a tough guy. I know you don't want to say it, but you're a tough guy. You don't take crap from anyone. You don't want people who are posers, who pretend to be tough guys, to challenge you unless they need it. That's what your problem is.
Don't do that. Okay. Don't do that.
I understand.
Listen, if you're not about that life, just leave it alone.
You're right. So I think that's where Rich stepped into a territory that he really wasn't prepared for, because he's not a tough guy from the street, you know.
No, but that whole thing, that's just for cameras, Dave. That's not. They're not really into nothing. That's for cameras, dude.
I don't know. I think that there was some serious bad blood there, to be honest with you, from what I understand.
But no, look, I understand it might be bad blood, but what transpired was
Right.
for the cameras, Dave. Because look, Dave, if they really got issues, Dave, that shit ain't going on at the LA Fit Expo.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. Well, Rich did move out of L.A. He's living in Florida now, so who knows what the hell happened there, you know?
Woo! I don't know about that, Dave.
All right,
Dave.
Andre, make a prediction for me. Give me a top 5 placing at the Arnold. Where are you going to fall in the top 5 there?
Where am I gonna fall?
Yeah. Are you going to win this?
First, bro.
You're going to win. Okay.
One first.
Okay.
One first. But look, Dave, let me ask you this. Should I not bet on myself?
No, I think you're your number one fan.
Look, right?
You better be.
Look, right, Dave? Remember about the Olympia? You asked me about it. Oh, you think you can beat Jason? Would you bet on it? Yo, look, what I tell you, I bet the house on myself.
You did.
Did I beat him?
Yep.
And look, Dave, everyone thought I was just yapping. I read all the comments on the interview, Dave. I read all the comments. This guy thinks he can compete with the top in the world, but I'm laughing like, wait a minute. Did these guys not realize that I placed 5 at the Arnold and I have 3 wins and got 2nd at New York? I am the top in the world. Like I'm one of the best, Dave.
Yeah.
They were being delusional, not me.
What what people don't realize is that, and I know this for a fact because I know you just started taking this seriously last year because you were like just jumping in things, before that.
Yeah, you're so right too, Dave. I was.
That's why you're dangerous now because people don't understand you weren't serious and you're serious now. So that's why your placings have gotten so much better and why you've all of a sudden been dominating a lot of these shows. So you kind of came out of nowhere because you really just, unfortunately, you have terrific genetics, which were carrying you for a long time, but you realize, obviously, to get to the top, you need to really focus.
I won't even lie, Dave, man. I wasn't working as hard as these guys. I wasn't suffering. I wasn't, Dave. But I realized that, dude, I just don't want to be here, man. I'm not a happy to be here guy, man. I want to be great, Dave.
Right.
Like, I want to be great. Anything I do, I put the passion into it. I put the heart into it. I put everything into it, man. Like, I'm trying to be great.
Well,
and I have to get focused, man. Like, Dave, all the other outside noise, I don't pay attention. Look, I love the support. I love the love people give me. But it doesn't go to my head because that doesn't define me, them telling me I'm great. What defines me being great is what do I produce.
Right. Well, you've produced a lot in 2016. I'm excited as your friend to see what you're going to bring to the Arnold Classic this year. I believe you. I think you have a legitimate shot at winning this title, and I think these other guys better be very, very scared of you.
I gotta cut you off though for a second, Dave. Yo, Dave, you did the play-by-play last year, right?
Right.
That was you on the... Dave, you guys didn't talk about me at all during the play-by-play. You guys were talking about Ryan Terry and Jason the whole play-by-play. And then when they named Jason for 4th and Ryan Terry for 3rd, you guys were like, oh, we had that totally wrong. But you guys were playing favorites, Dave, because if you looked at the bodies, they weren't the best in the show.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I actually thought that Jason Poston was in tremendous condition last year.
Look, Dave, I won't even dispute that. He
right.
was, but he couldn't complete a back pose. If you can't complete the back pose,
right.
You don't belong in the top 5, Dave.
You're right. But I was judging him on conditioning. But you're right. His presentation was not good.
Hold on, Dave. Is it a conditioning contest or is it a bodybuilding contest?
Well, it's a little of everything. You got to have conditioning though
That's what I mean. Everything matters. So it's not just conditioning. If you don't have the body parts, I don't care how conditioned you are.
No. All right, you're right. You're right. Well, you know what? Structurally, you're better than he is. Okay.
All right.
And I think
I agree.
I think that when you get your conditioning nailed, and I hope you will for the Arnold Classic, especially the lower back area, I think you're going to be very dangerous. I think that's the one weakness that's holding you back right now.
You picking me apart too, Dave.
I'm just being real here, man. It's all real.
You are, dude. You are. But why you putting my weaknesses out there, Dave? You are.
You know what they are. So you bring in that strength. You tighten that lower back up. You work your ass off this last week and a half, and people better be very worried about you because I'm a big believer in your talent that you bring to the stage.
Yo, Dave, I appreciate it all, man. I appreciate it all, man. You're one of the guys, man. I tell everybody, you're a good guy, man. You showed me support from the beginning, Dave. Like you never wavered on me, and like you didn't know me from a hole in the wall in the beginning.
No,
you didn't.
No. Well, I'm not a New Yorker anymore. I'm a Floridian now, but I'm still rooting for the
No.
the
You're
home
still
field.
you're still a New Yorker. You're a New Yorker that lives in Florida.
That's right. Good luck at the Arnold. We're going to see you in less than a week and a half now, and we'll be there front row center cheering you on. So best of luck.
Appreciate it all, man. Johnny, I'll see you there too, because I know Johnny will be there.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's going to take us to the end of another episode of the RXMuscle Road to the Arnold Classic 2017, brought to you by Quest Nutrition. Visit questnutrition.com. I'm Dave Palumbo, and we'll see you real soon.